Look, Brigadier, look! I think it's starting.
Well, here we go again.
Tom Baker played the Fourth Doctor from 1974 to 1981. He did not return for the Five Doctors, meaning only 4 of them actually showed up, but actually only 3 of them showed up because 1 was recast. But he kind of was in it because they reused footage from Shada, which is an episode that was cancelled mid-production quite rudely. Tom Baker also played the Curator in Day of the Doctor. The Curator is a future incarnation of the Doctor who happens to look like the Fourth Doctor. But anyway, the Curator tells the 11th Doctor that he might end up revisiting old faces.
But just the old favourites, eh?
That'll be important later, won't it? Speaking of foreshadows, the Watcher is very confusing. More on that later. John Culshaw is a member of a comedy group known as Dead Ringers. He is known for his ability to impersonate Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor and has fooled other Doctor actors by calling them in character, including Tom Baker himself.
We two are the Doctor, but more than that. We seem to be in a situation of third-generation exact parallel opposition. It's extremely rare.
You're sure you're not Davros? A fellow called Davros calls me up and keeps asking me if I'm dead.
Yes, we defeated Davros, didn't we?
We did. Well, yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah. We strong together and the Daleks are finished. It was glorious, wasn't it?
Yes. I never knew what to do about the Daleks, really, because I always rather fancied Davros.
I'm not judging you.
According to the TARDIS wiki, Pat Ruins voiced Oskin, and by extension the disguised Fourth Doctor in the Big Finish Doctor Who audio story, Requiem for the Rocket Men. The Watcher was played by Adrian Gibbs in the Fourth Doctor's final story, Logopolis. Time Lords sometimes see Watchers when it's nearly time for them to regenerate. The Watcher seen in Logopolis is a manifestation of the Doctor's future self. Throughout the events of Logopolis, the Watcher's identity was left up to interpretation. The only clue as to who or what it really is was at the end of the Fourth Doctor's life.
The Watcher! He was the Doctor all the time.
I believe the most popular fan theory is this one. In the story of Logopolis, the Master was making the universe decay and become nothing. Everything that has decayed is white and seems to be covered in cobwebs. The Master succeeds, the Doctor's companions die, but the Doctor manages to regenerate, but his new form is decayed. It is white and seems to be covered in cobwebs. This version of the Doctor, the Watcher, uses his TARDIS to travel back in time and warns the Fourth Doctor about what the Master is doing. The Watcher does all he can to make sure the Doctor stops the Master and changes the timeline. The Watcher then merges with the Fourth Doctor in order for him to regenerate into the Fifth Doctor. However, if the Watcher came from another timeline to help the Doctor erase the Watcher's timeline, would this not mean that the Watcher could never have existed in the first place? And if the Watcher never existed, then he couldn't have helped the Doctor stop the Master, meaning the Master succeeded, leading to the creation of the Watcher who causes himself to never have existed. The Watcher definitely is the Doctor, but he's from an alternate timeline which was erased, so he doesn't count. And as for him never having existed, well, he must have existed because, well, we saw him. He was there. And if he never existed, then it would have been a bit difficult for him to show up, wouldn't it?
It's the end. But the moment has been prepared for.
The Watcher. He was the Doctor all the time.